And good morning, everybody. Welcome to this week's Medicare Sales Webinar. I want to thank each of you for joining the live conference. I'm very excited to announce our new marketing material ordering process. In the past, we've kind of taken orders here in the office with your professional business photos, your contact information, and which pieces you wanted. We've moved to streamlining the process, and you can now select all of your pieces on our new ordering website. You can customize everything yourself and send the job directly to the print shop and go through the proofing process at the same time, which should significantly expedite the process of customizing and ordering your pieces. And then we're still here, of course, if you need assistance throughout that, or if there's something additional custom that you wish to have. And that's what we're going to be focusing our efforts on, is coming up with new ideas and helping you customize marketing materials specifically for yourself. So with that being said, I'm going to review some of the pieces that we have been improving over the past year, most of which a lot of agents have already been using. And then we're going to go over some of the custom ordering process as well. Do we have any questions before we begin? All right. Well, I'll go right into it. The first step we're going to be doing is going to our new printing website, which is gmiainc.printingspecialists.com. Once you're there, you're going to be brought to the login page, which you are going to have to create an account. And when you create the account, it's very similar to some of the health insurance portals. Whereas if you're doing custom materials on United Healthcare's agent portal, for example, everything that you have on your agent account, such as your name, your phone number, and email, it's automatically added to your pieces. It's going to function the same way here. So we're going to ask that you push the Create Account button here on the bottom right and enter in your personal information. A very quick form, should take you a couple of minutes. And then once your information is entered here, it's going to be saved as you go through the customization process. So certainly a time saver once you have the account created. I'm going to go back into the login page. My account is already created. And then once you're here, you're going to see the materials that we've already put together and once again have already been approved from a compliance standpoint. So you're not able to edit a lot of the content as far as the benefit references and descriptions of things like Medicare Advantage plans because these have been approved by compliance. If you wish to have further customization done, you would reach out to the marketing team here at the office, and we would handle that on an individual basis. For those agents who may be new, or if you don't have any marketing materials as of yet, the best place you're going to start is the Startup Marketing section, which you can access by clicking here. And here you're going to find some of the more common pieces that we certainly suggest you start with. And we will start with the business card. And you may notice we've, at your request, made the business photo a lot larger. So we have to shift around some of the front information, but you're now going to have a nice large photo to represent yourself and the plans you offer. And the first page you see here is the quantity selection, so you can do 500 or 1,000. I am working to get 250 quantity added as well, but from a price standpoint, the 500 is a pretty good price for that, and doing 250 is probably going to be closer to that $29 anyway. But you select your quantity, and then the price automatically updates. That gives you a general estimated turnaround time. Your shipping address is going to be tied to your account, so the address you entered on your account would be loaded here, or you can select a different address. And then it's also going to give you an estimated shipping cost based on your zip code as well. You have an option to name your job, so if you're doing your AEP prep marketing, for example, you can name the job as such, just for your organizational purposes. And we are, once again, covering 40% of the cost for this, and that's notated in the box here. So you would pay your 60%, and we will cover the 40%. I do want to say we're still working out the payment arrangement. There's some hiccups that we ran into when it comes to postage. If you're doing a mail drop, for example, I will be sharing more of those details. As of right now, you would simply submit your order, and we would contact you after the fact to discuss how the payment's going to work out from a logistics standpoint. And once you've selected your quantity and named your job if you wish, we're going to click Customize Order. And here's where it gets fun, because you have access to edit everything such as your name here. You can upload your image, so we're going to go ahead and do that now as well. It defaults to G's photo just as a placeholder. So here in the top right, we go to Upload Image, and we click Next. And then we choose the file from our computer. All right, I have my picture loaded in there. And then from there, sometimes photos are not always shaped or sized the same exact way. We're going to have the ability to kind of crop and adjust the size to make it fit the piece. And that's going to be the case for each piece that we do. The business card picture shape may be different than the shape on the flyer, for example. So you have the opportunity to resize and adjust the photo as necessary. And then we click Next. And here's the crop option, so we can just drag our boxes here. And this is very similar. If you've added photos in Microsoft Word, or sometimes uploading to Facebook or things like that, you can crop them as necessary. And as you're moving around, you also have the little guidelines to make sure you're centered as well. And then once you have the size as you like, you click Next, and then Finish. And it won't update here until we press Update Preview, but after you have your photo uploaded, type in your name, address as you want it to appear over here, the phone number. We can do our email address as well. And that was it for the front. We can go ahead and press Update Preview. And then we see our new card with the changes that we just made. And we also have the ability to update the back of the card, which is where we typically have your insurance agency name and or a tagline. So that's on the bottom here. You can name your agency if you wish, or leave that blank. And then you have 2 lines of text to edit here, where you can put your personal tagline. And then if you wish to edit those, you would simply press Update Preview. And this is, as you update the preview, this is your proof. So once you, and I can't stress this enough, go through and double check your spelling, accuracy of your phone number, email, and address. And then once everything checks out, you're going to click here to approve the proof that you see right in front of you. And then once this is done, you add it to cart. And after you process the order, you're basically going directly into print production. So this is your proof. And we click Add to Cart if you approve the proof. And then we can continue shopping to the next piece. And back to the startup marketing package, we're going to go over the trifold brochure next. And this trifold brochure, I'll kind of highlight each piece. It simply explains and compares the difference between Medicare Advantage plans and Medicare Supplement plans. You see Advantage listed here. It lists some common benefits and how they work, such as with an Advantage plan, you're going to have a provider network that you have to stay within to receive your benefits. Typically has no premium. And then the Medicare Supplement, in contrast, does have a premium, but you have the freedom to choose any doctor that you want to go to. So you see some additional bullet points there. This was one of the best ways that we found to simply compare the 2 types of plans that are offered to Medicare beneficiaries to help open the door for you as a broker to help them compare those options. And on the right tab here, it simply lists the Medicaid program, low-income subsidy, and some of the amounts, and how the programs work that you can help them qualify for and understand more, once again, as their Medicare broker. And we select the quantity. If you want it folded, which has a trifold brochure, that's typically going to be a yes. And then we click Customize Order. And once again, the information you entered for your account is going to be pre-filled here. We are going to have to upload our image again. I'll quickly go through the process here. And once again, you're going to want to make sure you adjust the photo for this particular piece. And go over your agent information. And one thing here, the statement that you see in this box is this middle paragraph. And this has, once again, been approved for compliance. So I'm going to ask that you keep it pretty similar to this. You're welcome to add your tagline here where it says, or simply the number of years you've been serving the community. So we'll put 5 years for me. And then we update the preview. And now we've customized this piece, and this is the outside and the inside cover you'll find by going to page number 2. And you can once again read through the brochure and see the benefits that we're promoting. And the trifold brochure is a great tool for those of your clients who are, after you talk to them on the phone, they say, can you please send me some information about what we're talking about, just to kind of, once again, warm that lead up a little bit to showcase what you can help them with and hopefully answer some of the questions they may have about Medicare Advantage and or Medicare supplement policies. So from there, we'll approve this proof and add it to the cart. There we are, and then we'll continue shopping in our starting kit. And another great piece to kind of open the door is the Medicare flyer. And this is something that could be sent to current books of business, as a lot of our agents are farmers agents with books of business. A great tool to introduce your new line of service, maybe along with a personalized letter that we can help you generate. And this mentions some of the more common SEP options, such as people turning 65, moving to a new area or a new town, leaving employer coverage, or mentioning, of course, the upcoming annual enrollment period as well. And then you have the opportunity to update your photo here and your name and contact information. And then I'm going to go back to go over a postcard, which is a more cost-effective way to reach out to either your clients or clients if you're purchasing them from a lead list. You're going to see the cost to print these is a lot less than the flyer and the trifold brochures. And you're also not going to have the additional cost of folding and inserting those pieces into an envelope as the postcard is mailed as is. So we'll go to customize our postcard. And then you do have an option here to request mailing services. Or if you do want mailing services, it's going to prompt you for that information. If you do not, you just want to have the 500 cards mailed to your office for you to distribute on your own, that is an option here as well. And from here, this is obviously a very similar to the business card, just showcasing your name and phone number, the types of plans you can help them with on the front. And on the back, a simple statement of service. I will help you understand your options and guide you through the process of selecting the plan that best suits your specific needs and expectations. And then from there, these are, of course, used to generate general Medicare leads for you to reach out and contact and schedule your appointments. You can also list the name of the insurance companies you represent. So we'll say United Healthcare, Humana, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and update our preview. And if we had a photo, that would be there as well. So if you're only, because we're only listing the names of the health plans, you're allowed to add them to your marketing materials. We're not using any of their logos or anything like that. That would require their approval. But if you're just listing them by name, you can do so without going through additional approval. If you wish to include their logo, that's something we can help you with as a custom request. But that would have to go through approval process, which could take sometimes a couple of weeks. And this time of year, I'm sure they get busy with those, so maybe even longer. So we would recommend just listing them by name, if you're okay with that. And we're going to approve this. Update our preview. And the photo for these pieces are required as there's a place for them. I'm working with our print company to have an option that does not have a photo. We do have some agents that would rather have pieces without their photo on it. So that's going to be an option coming up very soon. We can still help you with those individually if you want to get an order done before that's live on our website. And do we have any questions on the process so far? All right. And then from here, we just have a confirmation of the shipping address.
I have a quick question, Aaron.
Yep.
Are you there?
Yes, go ahead.
Do they have a branded letter in there already, or you need to upload it once you get it?
Yes, that's going to be uploaded as well. And that's actually next on my request.
Okay.
I'm glad you asked that.
And I know that previously G sent an email to all of us saying that take advantage of 40% of co-op marketing. So this applies to it, right?
That is correct, yes. That everything that you see on this site does go to the 40% co-op. And back in let me go back to the home screen here so you can see where that's at. So if we click on the business cards, the blue box right here when you select your quantity mentions you pay 60% and we cover the 40%.
Awesome.
Yep, so great question, thank you. And then for now, if you have, and I think, do you already have your branded letterhead, Armando?
Yes, from last year. I'm going to use pretty much the same thing because mine are in both English and Spanish. So that's probably what I probably need to upload it, or once I see what you put in there, maybe I don't know if I'll be able to redesign that, or once you put it up, I take a look at it.
Yes, perfect. But for now, if you want to get the letters you currently have and just reuse them for this year, you would go to the flyer section. Let me go back here. Flyers and brochures. And that's basically just getting you an 8.5 by 11 template, and you would upload here.
Okay.
And even though it's not a flyer, you would upload your 8.5 by 11 letter to transmit the file.
All right.
All right. Any other questions so far? All right, and then I do want to go over, that covers more of the common marketing pieces that agents are using as you're getting started out. Once again, creating a business card for you to hand out during your appointments and other marketing activities. the postcard and flyer to introduce the line of business to your own client list or prospective clients from mail lists that you are certainly welcome to purchase, which we would help you with. And then
Aaron,
I do want to... Yes?
a quick question. Are you confident that this printing company will improve its production time and response time and all that?
I am, Kenny, and I'm glad that you asked, mainly because of this website is going to streamline the entire ordering process. In the past, it was us doing, taking the edits and the initial order request and then going back and forth. And then once it's approved, we send it to the print shop, and then they drop it. With this, everything is confirmed and edited and submitted to the print shop here. The delay has been in the postage, which is a different way than we were doing business prior to working with printing specialists. And that's something that we are basically going to be paying the post office directly, whether it's us and you as the agent. So when we make that payment, we're going to have access to the shipping confirmations and so forth. So that's something that during the transition process, we were trying to accommodate our previous ways of doing things, and it just was not working out very streamlined. So I apologize for that, Kenny. But with this site, and I just met with their production crew and actually the owner of the company, and once we get everything ironed out in the payment processing, I'm very confident that it's going to be a lot smoother as a process.
Yeah, it was just one of those serendipity things that when my postcards got mailed, the timing of them arriving was at the same time when the majority of political postcards are arriving just before the primary. So
oh no, that's bombarded.
I mean, we got like 7 postcards one day, political stuff, and so anyway.
Yeah, no, I completely understand that, and the best thing that we can do to hopefully circumvent some of that is just plan way ahead. And Kenny, I know you were doing that, which is when we met together personally. But just having an exact ship date, having everything designed and approved, and knowing what you want to go out and when, so we can try to avoid that as much as possible. And then as we work to this new site, we're going to be able to hold closer to those dates that we're anticipating. Much better. All right. Any other questions? All right. And the other thing I want to go over is the Medicare back office postcard. So for those who are referring business, if you're not fully certified for Medicare Advantage plans, or if you're not sure if you're going to be able to fully certify to market for AEP, I know that's very few of you, we do have a new Medicare back office postcard that refers your mailing list, your client, to a toll-free 1-800 number to get help with their Medicare choices, and then they would pay you a referral fee of $50 or up to $100 for simply referring and when they enroll. So that is an option here. This is also another option that I'm working on to have, and we can drop to your current book of business as another way, instead of them calling the 1-800 number, for them to call you as the agent as well. So this is another postcard option that we have for business, but not customizable with the agent information on it as of yet. Right, and that pretty much ties up the ordering process. You see the materials available to you. We are going to be adding additional pieces. This is kind of our initial test run with our existing pieces for more of our traditional print marketing and mail marketing. They do offer promotional items as well, such as pens, magnet calendars, car magnets, regular printed calendars, and stuff like that. We used actually back scratchers at one of our agent marketing events, and they were a tremendous hit, as they would be at a regular Medicare marketing event as well. They do have back scratchers, so these are things that we're going to have as a separate category that you can also take a look at and order for those of you who are doing additional marketing above and beyond the traditional print and mail. So those are to be announced, hopefully within the next couple of weeks. We're very excited with this new print shop. They are local here in Arizona, so we can work directly with them to make sure any issues that may come up for our agents, we can handle face-to-face.
I have a question.
Yes.
Where or how, I noticed that Armando was asking about Spanish or bilingual brochures and stuff. I'm new. This is the first time that I'm going to be doing an event. I just started. I haven't ordered anything, but I normally mark it out to the Hispanic community. How would I order, or what's the process in getting the bilingual brochures, or how do I go about that?
Great question. So we would basically, and we've helped Armando customize the pieces with his translations. So if you would pick the pieces that you wish to use, and then I will see if we already have them translated. Some of them we do. And if we don't, I would simply ask that you translate it for me, and I can add it to the piece itself.
Okay.
And then you would upload the customized translated artwork on the website to process the order.
Do you think that the event that I'll be doing would be October 19th? Do you think that if I order, would it make it in time for it by that date? Is that plenty of time, or is that cutting it short still?
Honestly, it's cutting it pretty close. If you can pick the pieces and get the translations to me, I would say in the next couple of days, we can certainly try.
Okay.
But when it comes to the translations, we do have to get them approved from a compliance standpoint.
Okay.
And that could take, that's what's going to take the time. So we want to get that over to compliance as soon as we can.
Okay.
And then from the printing, it looks like a 4 or 5 day turnaround, and then shipping maybe another 3 or 4 days, depending on where it's going to. It will be, I'll be honest, it will be cutting it close. But I'm certainly willing to help you try.
Okay. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And then worst case, we can have some English materials for you as well, just to have.
Yeah, that'd be good too. And then maybe in the business cards that I order include Spanish speaking or services in Spanish or something to that nature, where they see that I'm bilingual.
Absolutely, yes. And we can certainly put like an hablo español on the business card and other pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And another question I had is, do you have, or is it in the process of like window decals or some slogan or something to put up in the office for a way of marketing?
Absolutely. Great question. And the print shop that we're working with, they can do literally print anything on anything. They certainly can do window decals, window clings. If you want to take, for example, a Medicare flyer and have it printed as a window cling, you can do that. Or if you just want to get the lettering or something like that, that's something you would work directly with the print shop.
Okay.
And kind of just give them an idea of what you're looking for, and they can offer and help us with the solution. Absolutely.
Perfect. Thank you.
Great question. You're very, very welcome. And I actually have a Medicare poster that I've designed that simply says, and actually, one second, let me see if I can pull it up here. Pretty big. Let me make it a little smaller here. Okay. So this is like a full, I'm not sure exactly how big, but 2 feet by 3 feet poster that we can print. And I left a little space here where you can put a plastic sign holder with your trifold brochures in your office as well.
Oh, that's nice. Are these in the shopping area that you're showing us right now to purchase as well, or is that?
Not yet, unfortunately, but it's still an option. And if this is something that you want, just reach out to us and our marketing team, and we will help you. We have all of the source files here that the print shop needs to move forward with any order.
Nice. Okay.
So the website is more for some of the more common things that a lot of agents request, so they can go on and kind of do the edits themselves. So we can spend our time on the additional custom things, such as a translation to a different language, or the posters, or something completely different if we need to. Absolutely.
Great.
Yep. But they can still handle any order that they have. It would just be an order that you would place directly through us with them and work back and forth to get it approved and finalized.
Okay.
Great question. Thank you.
Hey, Aaron.
Yes.
Does the 40% co-op funding, does that apply to window decal advertising?
And I know that traditionally it's been applied mainly to the printing and the mailing, and for some of those more paper pieces, I will ask G if she will approve that.
All right.
Good question. Any other questions on the marketing pieces or the marketing website? All right, and then each Thursday, I also want to give the opportunity for those who join to ask any general Medicare questions that they may have, more as an open forum. Once again, we are recording this, so it's always nice to learn and share as a team as we all come up with our own unique scenarios and questions. So do we have any general Medicare questions that we can help with? And remember, you can press *6 to unmute yourself if you do have any questions or would like to share anything.
Are you there, Aaron?
Yes, I am.
Okay, this is not a general question, but it's in regards to printing. We can also upload the list of the members and the addresses to the one that you want them to be sent to, right?
Yes, you can. And I'll do that really quick. I realize I skipped over that part. The postcards, there's an option. You do the mail estimate here, is where you can get an estimate of how much the postage will be based on your list. So doing the number here is more of a rough estimate. When you actually upload it, it gives you a more accurate estimate in that respect.
Okay.
And then I want to go, and by selecting that I do want mailing services, it's going to prompt you to upload your mailing list during the checkout.
All right. And then we'll do the folding and the mail and sealing and all that stuff. How about if you want to add a business card to the letter?
Yes, great question. They can add that as well. That's more of a custom request, so you can put that in. Whoops, I just went back. In the additional comments box right here, and the shop will reach out to you with the additional process or any fees with that request, such as putting business cards in the letter. But very, very good question.
All right, my friend. Thank you very much.
Very welcome. Yep. Any other questions? All right, I want to do one other quick confirmation here. Business card. And they had upload mail list on this screen previously, but they've just moved it around on me. So I'll send out the information on where to upload and how to upload your mailing list after the webinar. You'll get that with just a recap of today's call. Sorry about that, guys. And any other questions? What was that?
I was saying okay.
Yep.
We'll be looking for that email.
Yep, you got it. Any other questions before we wrap up today's webinar? I want to thank everybody very much for your time, and thank you for joining us to review our new marketing material ordering process. This is truly going to help free up our time so we can spend time with you one-on-one, helping you develop your marketing plans and executing those marketing plans using some of these materials to help you grow your business and help you get in front of more clients and hopefully get more referrals as well as you're building your brand in your local communities and with your clients. Thank you all very much, and I hope you guys have a great day.
You too. Thank you, man. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
See you later. See you later today.
Yes.